Hello, my name is Catherine Koch, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about culturally responsive teaching. Cultural influences on teaching and learning are several different things. Essentially, it is the way a teacher teaches students of different cultures and languages through the curriculum. That includes verbal and nonverbal communication. According to Shamika Moore, cultural competence is the ability to teach other students who come from different cultures. EL learners' cultural values and beliefs can be integrated by being an inclusive classroom and fostering respect through their peers as well as the teachers. The role of culture in student learning contains the different learning styles that students bring to the table. Their culture shapes who they are, and it's important we create an inclusive environment. Those classrooms that are inclusive, the steps that we can take to create that environment include providing as much support for the students and for the families that we can. In addition, using culturally responsive teaching strategies such as family and community engagement. There's lots of strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity, especially within instruction. Those include making EL learners feel safe and confident in our classrooms, using multicultural curriculum and current events to make others aware of different cultures is extremely vital. We can also allow students to use their home language in a class as well, because the end goal for EL learners is to either be language proficient or ultimately bilingual. There are several ways that we can support the needs of ELs in a classroom. There's different strategies we can use, and those include using the different strengths and identities of all EL students, including special needs. We can use things such as closed captioning, because that's not just for the hearing impaired. It can help ELs read the subtitles if you're showing a video, and sometimes even having the text read to them through an audio program is a great strategy as well. You can also offer choices. If they don't want to respond to a question, they don't have to. Having pictures and visuals around the classroom is also super important, because this way it helps them identify everyday objects such as a pencil sharpener or water fountain, bathroom, door. Any of those things is super important, especially for safety reasons as well. The social emotional needs of EL learners is very important as well. Building firm, strong relationships with students and families helps with the learning end goal of bilingualism. We can also appreciate the differences and similarities among different students' cultures. The importance of understanding the social emotional needs of all EL learners is also very important, especially when teaching them classroom rules and procedures. For language proficient students, it takes them several weeks, sometimes even months, to get those procedures and rules down. So as educators, we have to have a lot of grace and patience when teaching those EL learners, because they are not language proficient. They may not get it right away. There's really important things, especially when it comes to EL learners, to talk about as well, and that's the home and school connections. We can practice those family and community practices by using different means of communication. So parent-teacher conferences, verbal and nonverbal cues to communicate. So it's our job as educators to know what our family and our students use, especially in the home. In order to build and foster strong family, community, and school partnerships, we can include EL families by hosting culture nights, where they come and they bring in certain things and talk about their culture. Having open communication with families is extremely important. So if you have somebody at the school that speaks that home language, sometimes it's a little bit easier to translate using that person or an app, because things can get misconstrued and misunderstood. Teachers may also go through cultural competency professional development. We can get our community involved, especially by getting involved with partnering and with local businesses of different cultures as well.